Hey, boys and girls. Today we're going to be looking for some super cool patterns in your textbook. So I hope you are prepared. Put on your detective hat. Oh, that's too tight. Oh, I'm gonna loosen mine. Right, much better. So we are on page 215. We're on lesson 10, session 3. And you'll see one of those tables, kind of like what we did yesterday. And it says, Lila notices patterns on the fact table. What could be some patterns she notices? Color to show patterns. So I grabbed my colored pencils and I colored in some cool patterns that I saw. Now I want you detectives to grab your colored pencils or crayons and start to color in some cool patterns that you might see on your table. So take a minute and do that because this is our try it. All right, get ready to pause and and then get ready to play again. All right, welcome back. So I filled in my chart with some cool things that I saw and I wanted to show you. So I put a black line or a black box around the first add-in in each one because it shows that that is increasing. So this is my sign that it's the first add-in is increasing, it's adding. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. I also circled or put a red circle around all the 10s because look at these are all your 10s facts. Ooh, cool. I also put an orange circle around all of these sums because those are all doubles fact. Well, they are all doubles facts, but you're also increasing by 2 every time. So 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 plus 4 is 8, 5 plus 5 is 10. And then I also went across and I said, oh, this row all has 2 in the first add-ins. These all equal 9. These all equal 8. These all equal 7. And then up here I said this plus add-in, when I have the plus and then the add-in after the plus sign, this one is increasing. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So many cool patterns. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see all that I did? Pretty cool, huh? So feel free to pause that on that screenshot so you can write down some of the things I saw. Now let's turn the page in case you didn't see any cool facts or patterns. It reads the problem again. It says, Lila notices patterns on the fact table. What could be some patterns she notices? Color to show patterns. Look at the facts in the colored boxes. So if you notice, all the yellow boxes have facts with 1. So it goes across and it goes down. So it's 1 plus 2, 1 plus 3. So here are all the facts with 1s. These are all the facts with 2s. So 2s. And then if you keep going with that pattern, these would be all the ones with 3s. And then the orange are the doubles facts like we talked about. 2, 4, 6, 8. And 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2. Now the purple are your 10 facts. So those are your friends of 10. Now, reading on to the next page, it says, how are your patterns like model it? How are they different? Did you see the same patterns or did you not? And that's okay if you saw some other ones, because Miss Lamb has some other ones too that I saw that it didn't necessarily see. So that's okay. Number 2, Boom and Buzz look across a row. Boom says there is a pattern in the add-ins. Buzz says there is a pattern in the totals. Who is right? How do you know? Well, let's just pick a row, any row, because it doesn't tell us. It just says Boom and Buzz look across a row. Boom says there's a pattern in the add-ins. Remember, the add-ins are what you're adding together. So blank plus blank. This is an add-in and this is an add-in. Okay, so that's Boom. And Buzz says there is a pattern with the sum, which is your answer when you add your add-ins together. Who is right? How do you know? So let's just do 4 plus 1, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 4 plus 4, 4 plus 5, 4 plus 6. And all of those are filled in. So we're just going to do this. 4 plus 1 is 5. 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. 4 plus 6 is 10. So Boom says there's a pattern with your add-ins. Thumbs up if you agree. Yeah, there is a pattern. So every time this add-in right here is increasing by 1. We're adding 1 here. We're adding 1 here. It's increasing every time, plus 1. This add-in is staying the same. It's always 4 plus, but then the second add-in is increasing. So Boom is correct. Now let's see if Buzz is. Buzz says there's a pattern with the sum, which is these numbers. Look what's happening here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are also increasing by 1 every time. So Buzz is also correct. Okay, they're both right. The add-ins are changing, so it's changing the sum. If you change the add-ins, you're going to change the sum. If you're adding every time you're adding 1 to it, then the sum is also going to change. If you're adding 2 every time, then the sum is going to change by 2. We're changing it by 1 every time, so the sum is going to increase by 1. Okay, nice job. Number 3, fill in the missing totals in this table. Complete the subtraction equations. All right, so I'm going to keep my rows here because this is 4 plus 1. But then below it does 5 plus 1, 5 plus 2, 5 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 5 plus 5. Then it says, so my recommendation would be, it says fill in the missing totals in this table. So your first job is fill in these missing totals. So let's do that. You're going to count on starting with 5. So 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. Okay, so we did our first job. We filled in the missing numbers on that table. Next, it says complete the subtraction equations. So the subtraction equations it gives us are 6 minus 5 equals 7 minus 5 equals 8 minus 5, 9 minus 5, and 10 minus 5. So it's wanting you to take this whole row and flip all of those into subtraction equations. So our first one is we're going to look at this box, this very first box, because it has the 6 and the 5. And remember, a fact family is going to have the same numbers, just different players, different parts. So same players, different parts. So here I have 5 plus 1 equals 6. So then I know 6 minus 5 is 1. So again, you may automatically know these. What I want you to do is look at this strategy. 7 minus 5, we're going to look here to this equation. 7, take away the 5, I'm left with 2. Now for this one, I'm coming here. 8 minus 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. If I know 5 plus 3 equals 8, I also know 8 minus 5 equals 3. I just flip those around. 9 minus 5, I'm going to come here. 9 minus 5 equals 4. 10 minus 5 equals 5. There you go. Oh, hopefully you can see there's a little bit of a glare, but 6 minus 5 is 1. All right. Number 4 says, look at the table, circle the ways to make 4, complete the addition equations. So I'm not going to write this down, but I want you to take a colored pencil or just a regular pencil And I want you to go ahead and circle all of the ways to make 4. I'll give you a hint. It's going to be one of these bigger numbers here. This is a way to make 4. This is a way to make 4. And this is a way to make 4. So we're going to circle all 3 of those. All right. Then you're going to complete the addition equations. So I would have, this is number 4. In my first row, I have 1 plus 3 equals 4. So I would write that down to the side. Okay, 1 plus 3 equals 4. The next one in the second row is 2 plus 2 equals 4. Then in the third row, I have circled 3 plus 1 equals 4. Those should look familiar. Those should look like they're part of a fact family. All I did was flip those add-ins. I switched places. Okay. Number 5, look at the table, circle the ways to make 7. So now we're going to do the same thing that we did, but with 7. So number 5, and then what they did is they switched it around. They said 7 equals, 7 equals, 7 equals. So don't let this confuse you. It's the same thing. It just took it from here and boomed it in the front. It wants to be the line leader. Okay. So the first one, hopefully you found in the first row, is 1 plus 6. In the second row, it is 2 plus 5. In the third row, it is 3 plus 4. In the fourth row, it is 4 plus 3. Do you notice these? They switched. Okay, in the fifth row, you have 5 plus 2. And look at this. Those are switched. Instead of 2 plus 5, I have 5 plus 2. In the sixth row, I have 6 plus 1. And look at these. They're flipped. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Now we're on the practice pages, and on these pages, you're going to just keep doing what we did. You have the table, and you're going to find the different ways to make different numbers. So the first thing it says is write the missing totals in the table. So if you notice, that whole diagonal is missing 1 plus 4, 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2. Then it says, number 2, look at the table, circle the ways to make 5. So please pause this video, fill in that table, and then hit play with me. All right, so for number 2, it says, look at the table, circle the ways to make 5, complete the addition equations. So I have there we go. So in the first row, it's 1 plus 4. In the second row, it is 2 plus 3. In the third row, it is 3 plus 2. And in the fourth row, it is 4 plus 1. So if you notice, when I say the first row, it's always 1. Second row always starts with a 2. Third row is a 3. The fourth row is a 4, because every row, that first add-in is increasing by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work, friends. Number 3, write the missing totals for the doubles facts in the table. So you're missing 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3. Fill those in that table in your book. Hopefully you got 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. Those are the answers for problem number 3. Number 4, circle the totals for the double facts. Use the pattern to complete these addition equations. So they did 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. So they want you to solve 4 plus 4 and 5 plus 5. So they wrote 4 plus 4 equals 5 plus 5 equals, if you notice, the sum every time is growing by 2 because I'm adding 1 here and 1 here. I'm adding 2 every time. This add-in gets an extra one, that add-in gets an extra one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So each add-in, both sides are getting an extra, getting an extra one. So here I have myself and Mia. There's just us, and we each get a cookie. I get 1 and she gets 1. This next one, she gets 2 and I get 2. This one, she gets 3 and I get 3. I'm adding 2 every time. So that's why it's skip counting by 2s. It's growing by 2s. Fill in the blanks. Then complete the subtraction equations. So here we are again, we're doing those doubles facts. And they want us to just make the subtraction equations. So you have 2 plus what equals 4. So you're going to say 4 minus blank equals 2. So let's count on 2, 3, 4. Go here, you're going to fill in the blanks and do the subtraction equation. So this is really easy because the same number that goes here is going to go there. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, no matter how you flip it, it's going to be the same. Remember those fact families, they only have 2 plus 2 is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 2 because no matter how you flip it, it's the same. Then you have 3 plus blank equals 6. So it's 6 minus blank equals 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we know it's 3. Then here it's 4 plus blank equals 8. So what you're going to do is you're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4. Now subtraction starts with the largest number, so my 8's going to go first. And there you go. You are all done, my friends. Good job. Please feel free to watch this again if it's too confusing. I know it can be a lot, but hopefully you're seeing these patterns and having some fun with it. Bye.